Hi everyone, Dr. Munn here. This presentation is about the internet or the IoT and the web. So let me present. Welcome back. All right, so the internet or the IoT, the Internet of Things, and the web. So here's a wonderful video about what the internet is. So please make sure you watch that. I'm going to move on. So the Internet of Things, it's basically a whole kind of network of different smart devices that are connecting people, services, applications, objects, etc. through your hands, okay? So what it is if you take it apart, thing is an object, and then the internet, you all know that what that is, okay? We just watched the video. So it's a service with the www. So the Internet of Things, according to the definition, is a sensor network of billions of smart devices that connect people, systems, and other applications to collect and share data. So for instance, if I have my phone and I have an app on there that allows me to monitor the watering of my lawn, that is the IoT. So if I'm on vacation, I can access that service of watering my lawn through my phone, and I'm in control of it. I collect data and I can turn the system on and off according to the data that I've collected. So basically that's what it is. It's something that helps you, it's a service, so you don't have to physically be there. Yeah, physical devices, everyday objects, internet-connected devices communicate and interact with the others, and they remotely monitored. So it makes sure it makes a function for you, so you don't have to physically be there. Some of the advantages: it makes life smarter. It saves you money. It makes you more efficient, not only businesses, but you in your personal life. It's good for the environment. It creates ideas, and there's sensors that collect real-time data. Otherwise, you wouldn't know the data that collected. Right here, please watch this video. Okay, it is really a great video. So I'm just going to go back. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So please watch that. Okay. I just thought this was interesting. It's a collaboration of words put together in which represents the Internet of Things. And you can see a lot, the Internet of Things, connectivity is large, electronics is large, Wi-Fi is large. I mean, that all means that that was hit many a times. This is a video on the World Wide Web, a very, very good video. So please watch this. This is basically a summary of the video. It's a universe of networks, accessible information, body of software, sex protocols and conventions, collection of web pages with information in HTTP protocol, and users retrieve information over hyperlinks. We all use it. World Wide Web, I don't know where we'd be without it, right? So here we have a little bit of a comparison between the internet and the World Wide Web. As you can see, I've kind of compared it to a bookstore, like Barnes and Noble's. So think of the big bookstore, Barnes and Noble, as the internet. It has a whole bunch of networks or books or categories as an infrastructure. The World Wide Web is the collection of books. It's a single collection of books, like fiction, nonfiction, biography. Okay, so it's a collection of information accessed via the network for a specific collection. Okay, and it's a service on top of the internet infrastructure. So what is a website? So now we're going to get into our actual assignment. So you're going to be creating a website, but a website is a collection of web pages with related content, focusing on specific areas of that content. It's identified as a common domain as you can see, facebook.com, and is published on a web server. Okay. So this is a wonderful, wonderful video. They compare it to the Legos. I love Legos. So just a little bit right here.
Every web page on the internet uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Think of them as the foundational coding languages of the internet. Just like how Belgium has three languages, French, Dutch, and German, web pages also have languages. Basic websites, their languages are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Sure, you may have heard of them, but do you really know how they work? What is what you see in a website? I call them mis amigos. HTML is the hypertext markup language, or filter. CSS is cascading style sheets, artists, and JavaScript.
So there you go. Three amigos. So please watch the rest of the video. HTML represents hypertext markup language, and it is an authoring language. Okay, it creates documents on the website. There's a specific structure and layout of the actual web document, and it contains tags and attributes. So over here, this is what the HTML kind of looks like, source code. This is a wonderful, wonderful video on hypertext. Please watch this. Very, very informative. And this is kind of the definition or what the video went through. It has HTML tags, and as you can see on the right-hand side, they're all enclosed in something that looks like the less than and the greater than sign. So whatever is in that, those two symbols is your kind of code structure, your placement of the text. Okay. And you can see here, all right, that this is the beginning, this is a middle piece, and right here is the ending because it has that slash, that backslash. Okay, so very importantly, here are some tags that you can know, but you can probably figure out, like B is bold. I is italic. Okay, you have an opening tag, then you have your body, and then you have your closing tag. So there are the attributes that include page element characteristics, font size, color. They're used to amplify a tag, means to make it stand out, and the web browser interprets the tag, and that's how you see it. And you have your web page elements. And there again, my favorite, my three amigos: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I'm a visual person, so this is some references. Okay, as you can see on the right-hand side, we have our less than sign, and we have our greater than sign. We also have our slash here, right? And then, so it's a beginning, we have some stuff in the middle, and we have an ending, so it tells it to stop. So here we have our anchor tag, we have our attribute, which specifies the destination address. You have the URL or the address that we're all kind of familiar with, and your text. There are different other examples, CRC, alt, and then you have your width and height. So as talking about that, CSS is the cascading style sheets, and this is where you get into the creativity. The bold, the italic, how you format your styles. It's a style sheet, okay? And this is where you can get very creative, and that was that middle little omega, okay? And it saves a lot of work. JavaScript, that's the end guy, okay? It's the scripting language interpreted by the web browser, and that makes your web page dynamic and creative and controls media and animates images. So and here it is, all put together, and goes into what the differences are between HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but you really do need all of them to work together. So for instance, HTML creates the structure, CSS styles the website, and JavaScript increases the activity on that web page. So here's some web authoring tools, and what a web authoring tool, it creates documents using modern web authoring software and tools. Publishes tool, navigates HTML web code environment. So we're going to be using Wix. It is a free one. There are other free ones also, but Wix is the one that we're going to be using for this. And then you have to just be careful because some of the browsers, such as I think it was Firefox or Safari, they interpret it a little bit differently. So we got to be kind of cognizant of what we are using and the operating system and the resolution and your device. Okay, so for mobile web, when you're doing that, you just got to remember that they have smaller screens, there's less bandwidth to work with, touch input, and limited multitasking. So some of the tips for efficient use of the World Wide Web. When you're searching, and you're going to be searching, make sure you use keywords, okay, not some generic word, not like dogs, but you want to use something, what type of dog you're looking for. Use quotes, okay. You can do a Boolean searching. This is how you do that, and Google has an advanced search, and then you Control F is your web page search. This gives you a little bit about copyright. Please watch it by clicking on the video. Whoops, go back. These are your information on copyright. Please follow the copyright guidelines. It protects the authors for their original work, a form of intellectual property, exclusive rights a certain period of time. Copyright is automatic with the original work fixed intangible medium of expression except for facts, slogans, titles, and phrases. Exclusive rights that are commonly infringed on are copywriting or reproducing and distributing copyrighted work. Please don't do that. Please make sure you copyright. As you can see, I have my copyright down here. All right. A couple of little security issues when you're doing some searching is just protect your home or your business through boundaries and data loss prevention. Another couple of other security issues are the hackers. They use technology and security sessions for malicious reasons, and identity theft that has been on the increase since we are all on the web. So we're actually kind of refreshing what we did last week. Web security issues, malware, damaging computer programs such as viruses and spyware, and displaying pop-up ads to destroying one's data or tracking users online. We have viruses, okay, computer program that reproduces itself by attaching to another file, very important. And then also duplicates when the user runs an infected program. Web security issues, there's the worm, which is self-replicating program, but it doesn't have to be attached to another file to do its work, and it does not require the user to do anything. So it just like a worm, just keeps on going. Trojan is malware that pretends to be useful to a program. Program is executed, Trojan access your system. The spyware spies on a computer without user activity without your knowledge. Okay, that's important. Spies on computer user activity without your knowledge. Legitimate websites track and users' browser habits. There's adware, software designed to develop ads, pop-up form unwelcome to users' desktops. All right, and then we have the scareware, which is scam initiatives, online warning of pop-up. It convinces users' computer that it's infected with malware or some other program, and fixing it would require purchasing or downloading software. A lot of that going on. And steal users' money or credit card information. Ransomware, a lot of this going on too. Access to one's computer is locked or restricted. Hard drive content is encrypted, and a payment demand to remove restrictions from users' data. We have the top 5 issues: code injection, data breach, and malware infection. Code injection. Hackers exploit vulnerabilities in applications to insert malicious code. Data breach. Oh, this is really bad. Compromised credentials, software misconfiguration, lost software or malware. And oops, went too far. And malware infection is the email spam main avenue for malware attack. So a lot of this is going on. A lot of it you should be aware of. These are the definitions of it. This one is very important. Distributed denial of service attack, where computers being harnessed together by a hacker to flood the traffic, to flood the target with traffic. So it's like on a super highway where everyone goes to one place all at once and it's too much and it's an overload. Malicious attack insiders, again, somebody in your organization. Okay, thank you for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful week. There's my works cited. Please email me if you have any questions. Okay.